I am like shaking right now because my stupid ass brand new truck, 2025 Ram Bighorn, almost just got me into an accident at a very busy roundabout because the accelerator did not respond when I pressed the gas. It hesitated and it put me into the roundabout while people were coming at me, and the thing's not moving. Sorry, I'm like shaking right now. I'm so angry. I'm just so sick of this $60,000 piece of shit putting my life in danger every time I drive it. I'm so mad. Like, I'm not going to comment on my lawsuit because I am suing them over this, but it's just outrageous. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. That's what the engineering team tells me. That's what Stellantis tells me. There's nothing wrong. It's only going to kill you, probably.
Listen here. When you get a new vehicle, you got to do research, baby girl. Obviously, you didn't do your research. If you know Stellantis products, especially these new trucks with the Hurricane motor, very, very unreliable. It's new technology. Anytime you get the first year of anything, it's going to be plenty of problems. Now, it's going to be somebody in the comments that going to say, well, they've been putting the Hurricane motor in the Wagoneer for a couple of years now. It's still an unproven motor. And as you know, Stellantis fired a lot of their best engineers when they was making this truck. So that means quality went down. Software bad and the motor's bad. We don't know what the motor is because it hasn't been in the truck long enough. Hell, the 5.7 liter Hemi e-torque was garbage. So you know the Hurricane motor is going to be pretty horrible. So she probably didn't know what she was getting into. She probably looked at the truck because we know the truck looks very, very good. It looks very good. I used to own a Ram TRX, so I know the truck looks great. It's a very good looking truck, interior as well as exterior. But reliability, legendary garbage. See, make sure you do your research before you purchase something. And if it's the first year of anything, especially a truck, give it a couple of years before you buy that particular type of truck. Because you need to know how reliable it is. Is it having a lot of problems? Because usually the first year of anything is going to be a lot of problems. I'm just saying, let's look at another regretter.
I really don't give a shit what vehicle you guys think is the best. I'm just telling you right now, that thing right there, that 2022 Ram, it's a piece of shit to me. I spent 70 grand on the damn thing, and the son of a bitch keeps dying on me. I can turn around, and I can drive this son of a bitch, this 99 Toyota Tacoma that's got, I don't know, 6 different colors of red with all the sun oxidation on it, and I can make it down the road just fine, safely. Yeah, it doesn't have as many computers as that $70,000 boat anchor, but hey, what the hell? Again, I don't give a shit what vehicle, a Ford, a Chevy, a GMC, a Mercedes. I really don't give a shit. I'm just making the video to tell you that I recommend not to buy one of them hunks of crap. Because they don't work. They don't work. So, again, if you guys want to go and waste your money like I did, $70,000, have at it. I can stick to Toyota, and at least it's dependability. That thing, I'm lucky to make it down the road 25 feet. So, anyway, is what it is. Have a good day.
$70,000 worth of junk. Gorbatross. He paid all of that money just to buy a big old pile of dookie. It's nasty work when you pay $70,000 for a vehicle and you don't get reliability. You know how much $70,000 is? That's not a little bit of money. That's a lot of money. That's $1,000 car payment every month for some junk that breaks down on you and is sitting in the mechanic shop, and you still got to pay on it month after month. On top of that, they may not want to fix it for you. It come with a warranty, and they want to tell you ain't nothing wrong with it. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with it. Come on, man, fix the truck. See, Stellantis, when Stellantis took over for Ram, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, everything went from sugar to dookie. It was already not that great. Reliability wasn't that great, but it was better than what it is now. So this man paid all that money just for his truck. They keep breaking down on him. And then he had a Toyota Tacoma? Old school, firing up every day. Yeah, it ain't got the technology in it. Look at it. Old piece of junk. Still fire up every day, get you to and from point A to Z. But you try to jump in that new 2022, 23, 24, you got to pray that that thing start up. You got to pray that that thing get you to work and get you back home. It's nasty work. I can see why people jumping out of these Rams. Let's look at another regretter.
I will never buy a Ram truck again. We've always been Chevy people. My husband loves his Chevy trucks. I like my Jeep. So when it was time to go on our full-time RVing adventure, we sold everything. We sold the Chevy and we bought a Ram because we liked the Cummins diesel.
Bad idea.
So now we're stranded in the middle of Utah, and let me tell you why. When there's an error in your DEF system in the Ram, you get 150 miles to get to a dealership before it goes limp mode, according to the dealership. It only goes 5 miles an hour. For those of you that live in the middle of nowhere or who travel to the middle of nowhere frequently like we do, you know that 150 miles may not be enough to get you to a dealership. In our case, it's not. I called 3 dealerships today. Nobody can help me. Everybody tells me they're 4 weeks out. Finally, I get a hold of somebody who says, we can get you in on Wednesday. Today's Friday. But we can't help you with your camper, and we won't be covering a rental car for you. So now we're stranded with a 5th-wheel camper, a 3-year-old, and 2 dogs, and a truck that's about to start owing only 5 miles an hour.
Another 70K regretter. They got you. You tooted that butt up. And Ram said, let's ram her. Nasty work. Listen here. For you to get rid of your Chevy, now Chevy ain't that good either. Now, come on now, the new Chevys ain't that good either. But for you to get rid of the Chevy like a rock and to get you a Ram, a new one, diabolical. Stranded in the middle of nowhere. Now, if you know how death works, yes, it goes into this certain mode because it's trying to protect the motor. It don't want you to destroy the motor. So yeah, it goes into like a limp mode so it could protect the motor. But a brand new truck shouldn't be doing that. A brand new truck should not be doing that unless it's a Stellantis product. Stellantis has struck again, my friend. But yeah, man, I feel sorry for them. Stranded with a kid, and on top of that, you pulling the camper. It's crazy. And yes, no, Stellantis is not gonna get you no rental. I don't know what went across your mind to make you think that Stellantis would do that. They don't do that. This is not Mercedes. This is not BMW. This is not Rolls Royce. They don't believe in giving out loaners. They don't do that. Which is crazy because you paid $70,000. $70,000 is a luxury vehicle. Unless it's a Stellantis product. A Ram. It's nasty now. Listen. And then she said she there Friday and they say they can't get her there until Wednesday. Which means they may not even be able to fix it on Wednesday. So you got to keep paying for a hotel. Well, you got a camper, so you got to at least pay for a spot for the camper because they're not going to let you keep it on their property. They're not going to do that. Ain't no customer service. They want your money, but they don't want to give you customer service. Y'all ever notice that? You go to a dealership, they want your money, they want your paper, but they don't want to show you customer appreciation. That's going down the drain. These dealerships ain't got nothing on their mind but greed, money. I'm sorry you got to go through that, baby girl, but you should have did your research before you bought a Cummins Ram. You know them lifter problems, and even the new Cummins still using the same old technology. Newer, supposed to be new better, but it still got the same lifter technology. So you know what that means? Those lifters gonna be acting a bona fide fool. They gonna be going freak nasty. And it's going to have the same problems. Let's go to another regretter.
More than you think.
Then you got Ram 2500. Yep, one of the worst selling cars.
That's very surprising.
It is surprising,
That's
right?
very surprising. Are those the diesels or is it still gas?
It just says 2500.
That is crazy.
So and my theory on it is you don't really need a 2500, right? Like, if you're going to haul stuff, you're just going to get the 3500. And then the 1500 is already powerful enough to tow things. So 2500 is in its like own weird category nowadays.
But the 250 sells so much, especially for fleets.
Maybe they just didn't have a good fleet program this year. I'm not sure. With the new ones.
But I don't see a lot of 2500s now that I think about it, like in the shop.
Yeah.
Because you're right, like.
For me, it doesn't make sense to get a 2500. Like, if I'm going to go buy a new truck, a 2500 doesn't make sense. Unless it's for the price.
In my opinion, yes, the 2500 is not going to be the greatest seller because not a lot of people need that much power. Most people that get a 2500 is going to be a fleet. Not a regular person is really trying to get a 2500. And like you said, 2500, you might as well get the 3500. Why get the 25 when you get the 35? In my opinion. So, of course, it is a bad selling vehicle because not a lot of people want it. It's like stuck in the middle. Like you said, the 1500 can tow pretty well. not that great. Now, let's be serious. It can't do no extreme towing. And the 2500 and 3500 is pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. So I can see why it's not selling, because like I said, fleets buy it. And then you already fighting with Chevy, you got fighting with Ford. So those two companies pretty much make the same type of truck. So of course, I'm pretty sure Ford 2500s ain't selling that well as Chevy 2500s and GMC 2500s. They probably not selling super great. Although the GMs and the Chevys are selling a little bit better than the Rams and the Fords, but not by that much. It's just the 2500 is in an odd spot. It's like an odd, and that's for every truck company, not just Ram. So I can understand why it's not selling. Let's go look at some more regretters.
Hey Dylan, why would you never buy one of these new 5th gen Cummins?
Man, actually, this truck is sitting here because it's blown up. With these new Cummins, they changed to a roller lifter design from the tappets that sit on the camshaft, and they're actually twisting in there and wiping out the cam lobes and causing these to fail catastrophically. If you look, there's oil everywhere. This truck got towed in. It blew up on the guy 3 miles out of his house. These also have a CP4, which is a huge failure point in every brand at this point. A lot of trucks have those, and they're just a terrible pump design. If you're looking at a new truck, you might want to steer away from these Rams if you want a reliable pickup.
Well, what if I already got one and it broke down? Can I get it fixed from you guys?
Yeah, man, offer complete engine rebuilds. Obviously at this point it would be a whole new motor, short block and everything. If you want to preventatively fix it, it'd be around $8,500 to swap the cam to a tappet style, as long as your motor runs when you bring it to us.
How can I get a hold of you guys?
Our telephone number is 214-301-2664, or you can go to infinitydieseltrucks.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram.
You not gonna sit here and tell me Stellantis, aka Ram, didn't know about these problems. They test these vehicles. They put these vehicles to rigorous tests. And I guarantee you, hold on, let me say this. In my opinion, Stellantis knew about this. They knew these motors would be blowing up, grenading, saying bye, 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 bye on you. They knew about it, in my opinion. But yet and still, they sent them out mass production style to all of us goofy goofballs going to pay for it because we like the way it looks. And we think, oh, it's a diesel motor. It's going to be so good. No. More garbage, more garbage from Ram, a.k.a. Stellantis. They know it. Listen. Anytime you pump out a new style motor and it's giving you the same exact problems as the old style motor, that means you didn't do nothing new. Nothing new and innovative. All you did was slap a new front fascia on the Ram truck, some new wheels, a new interior, the same old garbage heart. The car has heart problems. That's why it keeps blowing up. It keeps messing up. People are giving their hard-earned money to these truck companies, especially Stellantis, a.k.a. Ram, and they don't care. They do not care. Tlites, how you know? I'm a real car guy. Don't let my funny get you. I'm real. Check the stats. Listen, they don't care. All they want is your money on. These cars are meant to last, or trucks, 5, 8 years, because they want you to come back and buy another one. Because that other one is giving you so many damn problems, you're going to have to trade in that hunk of junk for another piece of new junk that will soon be a hunk of junk. Listen, I know y'all saying, well, you know, Tim Kaniskis is in there now. Tim Flim Bim. He don't design the car. He don't put it in part by part. All he is a bona fide salesman. He is here to make you feel like you're getting something special. Tim do not design nothing. Mopar Jesus, Mopar Feezus. The numbers speak for themselves. They pumping out hunks of junk that are overpriced. And it's breaking my heart because people paying their hard-earned money. Most people that buy these trucks are hard-working people. They go to work every goddamn day. Just for them to finally be able to buy something or finance it. Should get you a cash car, in my opinion, a cash truck. But to finance it because they work so hard they feel like they should treat themselves, and then they treat themselves to some garbage, some garbage, some dookie. It's insane. It is insane. People blowing their money. Like I said, do your research before you go buy one of these. They fix my glasses. Hunks of junk. You gotta do your research. And I'm a Moparian. What does that mean? That means I am a Ram guy. Hell, I own a Hellcat Durango. I ain't getting nothing that's not under Hellcat. Did you hear me? If it don't got cat on it, I ain't buying it. You know why? Because those are performance vehicles. At least you know they got to put those vehicles through rigorous tests, and they have to make them up to par because they're performance vehicles. So the parts have to be somewhat strong. But when you go to regular type of cars, they can cut corners. Let's go look at some more regretters.
How much do you need to make in order to comfortably afford the
lot.
all-new 2025 Ram
Buku.
1500 RHO? Let's find out. So a lot of the talk around the new RHO is if it's going to be the TRX replacement. Ram claims that it isn't. Some people say that it is, but I'll leave that up for you to decide. But it does have a starting price of $69,995. It has 7 different exterior color options that are going to be available to choose from, as well as off-road ready tires, the RHO badging, a powered tailgate, 2 110-volt outlets, sport performance dual exhaust with 5-inch black painted exhaust tips, 2 front tow hooks as well as 1 rear tow hook, LED headlamps and tail lamps, as well as daytime running lamps and LED fog lamps. It also has wheel flare extensions, a console mounted shifter, a 14.5-inch touchscreen display, as well as a 10.25-inch front passenger touchscreen display. It also has an interactive drive information digital cluster, leather trimmed seating, 19-speaker premium audio system. The RHO is also going to have a leather wrapped flat bottom steering wheel with aluminum paddle shifters. It'll also be equipped with 9 different drive modes, factory installed Bilstein shocks, as well as dual wireless charging and a digital rear view mirror. But it'll also have a $1,195 delivery fee, and if you were to add an 8% sales tax, then that would be $5,759.20 that you'd be adding in sales tax as well, which would then bring the total price to $77,749.20 total for the Ram RHO. If you were to put $0 down and got approved for 72-month financing, which is a total of 6 years at a 7% APR, then your monthly payments would be about $1,325.55 for the Ram 1500 RHO. And in those 6 years that you're financing, you'd pay a total of $17,690.16 in interest. But of course, as we all know, that is not everything that it's going to cost in order to maintain this truck. So we have to factor in some other major expenses as well. Things like car insurance, which for the RHO would be about $2,565 a year, which is about $213.75 a month on average for your car insurance cost. But keep in mind that this number is going to change very much depending on your age, the state that you live in, your driving history, and a bunch of other factors as well. So just keep in mind that that number is going to fluctuate depending on your personal circumstances. But if we were to consider that the average person drives about 1,200 miles per month, or about 15,000 miles per year, plus the average current cost of gas today, then you'd be looking at about $307.98 a month for your average gas cost. And in terms of maintenance, you'd be looking at about $691 a year, which is about $57.58 a month on average for your maintenance cost. And if you were to add all of these monthly expenses together, then you'd be looking at about $1,904.80 a month on average for the Ram 1500 RHO. And if you wanted to keep this at a comfortable 15% of your average income, then that means that you would need to be making about $152,388.80 annually in order to keep it at that comfortable 15% range of your average annual income. And just to put that in perspective for you, if you paid those same monthly expenses every single month for the entire 72 months that you're financing, then in those 6 years alone, you'd pay a total of $137,149.92 total over those 6 years for the all-new 2025 Ram 1500 RHO.
So basically, you gotta be rich. Basically, you gotta have a whole bunch of money on to get one of these. If you wanna have RHO fun on, you gotta have some money on. All seriousness aside, but check this out. Yes, the truck is very, very expensive. It is a baby TRX. No, it's not the TRX replacement. They are bringing the TRX back. But the reason they did drop this RHO truck is because they wanted to compete with Ford. You know, Ford has the Raptor R and they have the regular Raptor. This car is, or this truck, this RHO is meant to battle with the Raptor, the regular one. And it's actually faster. I'm not going to say it's better built. I'm not going to say that because that EcoBoost engine is a great motor. Is the Hurricane motor great? We got to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? So we got to wait to see about that. We don't know yet. It's got potential to be a great motor. You know, if it's anything like the inline six in a BMW, it will be a great motor, but we can't just throw it there yet. We got to give time and let's see what happens when people start tinkering with it, modifying with it, and things like that. And yes, it has been in those Wagoneers for 2-3 years, but that's not enough time to see if the motor is great. Is the car worth $69,000? Is the truck worth $69,000? Hell no. Absolutely not. What in the diggly balls were they thinking putting that price tag on it? It should have been priced at around about $60,000, $58,000 to $60,000. Base, fully loaded, $65,000. $69,000 is insane. It's insane. It's basically a knockoff TRX. It looks exactly like a TRX inside. Only difference is that I see is it has an extra screen, maybe some massage seats, and a few extra amenities, but nothing that most TRXs don't have. If you got I did a video with my TRX and compared it to an RHO, and I showed you all the things that were the same and all the things that were different. It's not a lot of differences. Yeah, it's not a lot of differences. But is it worth that money? Absolutely not. She said you got to be making $157,000 a year to even afford that comfortably. Hell, I don't make that kind of money, and I had a Ram TRX. So I was living above my means. Good guggity muggity. But hey, I had some fun. Definitely had some fun. But hey, she is right. You don't need to be getting a vehicle like that if you want to make that type of money. $1,300 a month for a RHO is insane. Do you know you can get a nice sports car for that kind of money? I'm talking about a foreign car. I'm not talking about a Chevy Corvette. I'm talking about a foreign car. But you can get a Corvette for that type of money as well. You can get a Z06 for that type of money. You can get a lot of nice cars for $100,000. Better than a Ram RHO, aka knockoff TRX. But when she said all that money a month for insurance, I only paid $95 a month for my TRX. So like she said, it does vary from state to state and age. I am in my 40s. So, of course, I will get a better deal than the 25-year-old or the 19-year-old or the 30-year-old. Do your research is what I'm saying, doofus magoofus. Do your research, musty butt, is what I'm saying. Before you buy one of these vehicles. Or for $69,000, you can get a fully loaded Ram TRX with extra low miles on it. Better truck, better deal. Same exact truck with the bigger motor and more reliable parts as well. And I guarantee you do not have as many problems as you would with a Ram RHO. Get a used TRX. Don't buy a brand new RHO. For $69,000, I'm going to say it again. Get your stinking ass on Car Guru and you can find a Ram TRX fully loaded with all the goodies for about $69,000. And it will have fairly low miles, like 30,000 miles and below. I'm not lying to you. You can pick up your stinking breathy phone and you can see what I'm saying and see it's the truth. Let's go to another regretter.
I just sold this truck to a customer who lives 1,000 miles away, and I'm going to tell you why. There's extremely limited inventory of these Ram heavy-duty pickup trucks, and all the inventory that's on the ground may be the only inventory that we see for quite some time. Depending on where you are in the country, your dealership may have more options. Our dealership currently has quite a few options of these Ram heavy-duty pickup trucks for 2025, but the inventory that we have on the ground right now might be the only inventory that we see for quite some time. So if you are looking for a specific trim or package on a truck in a specific color, you might have very few options on where you can buy a truck. But in today's day and age, it is extremely easy to buy a truck from anywhere in the country, and there's tons of transportation options in order to get that truck transported to you. So if you're looking for a specific trim or package on a Ram heavy-duty pickup truck, make sure you look all over the place in order to get what you want.
So you start the video out talking about it's limited amount of these trucks. And by the end of the video, you say you can get this truck. All you got to do is get on the internet and search it. These salesmen are insane. They crazy. They will tell you anything to get your stinking ass in the building. Why would you say these trucks are limited and then turn right around and say, if you get on the internet, you can probably find the truck you want? If you get on the internet, you can find exactly the truck you want. If you get your stinking butt on Car Guru, Auto Trader, hell, Facebook Marketplace, I'm pretty sure you can find the truck that you want without even having to deal with dealers out there that are scumbag. Not to say dealers, salesmen are scumbag. You know a salesman's job is to what? Sell vehicles. He will tell you anything, or she with her fine ass. They're going to send the finest salesman out there to you, men. She will trick you into buying. I can't say trick. Persuade you into buying something that you don't supposed to be buying. She will make you think that it's the last truck on earth, or he. That will make you feel like it's no more of those on the planet Earth when it's a million of them motherfuckers out there. So listen here, y'all. What are you trying to tell us, Uncle Tlites? If you open those ears, if you pull those sugar daddies out of your ears, all of that earwax, I'm trying to tell you, do your research. You can find the truck that you want for the price that you want anywhere in the country. If you're willing to travel, y'all. I traveled to get my TRX. I traveled to get my ZL11LE. I traveled to get my Hellcat. I traveled to get my other Hellcat and other Hellcat and other Hellcat. You get what I'm saying. It's okay to travel. You'll save a lot of money. Because local dealers, they make it seem like they're the only ones that got it. You know how they say that, man? You know it's the only one around here. Well, you do know it's a big country. It is the only one around here. But if I hop my ass on the highway, I can go find the one I want. All I'm trying to say is do your research. Save yourself a lot of money by traveling a little bit. Let's go to another regretter.
Do not buy a 2025 Ram pickup until you watch this video.
Okay, old school.
And please share and repost this video.
Share his video, please.
2025 Dodge Ram pickup is a piece of junk. Chrysler abandoned the standard V8 engine for the 2025 models and went with a 3-liter straight-six twin-turbo engine. The high-output engine requires premium gasoline, $20 more per tank. They did not tell me that when I bought it.
Gotcha.
I bought this $80,000 pickup right off the showroom floor in August of 2024. It was in and out of the shop until October of 2024. The problem? Check engine light and the engine misfire codes. This dealership technicians could not diagnose and fix the problem. After several weeks, they entered the truck into the Chrysler Star program.
What's that?
The Chrysler Star program is a technical assistance program for Chrysler vehicles, which essentially sends the vehicle back to the Chrysler engineers to diagnose and fix the problem. My truck was purchased August 7th, 2024, was mostly in the shop until October 16th, 2024, and back into the shop for the engine light from January 28th to February 10th, 2025. I finally hired an attorney and filed for a claim settlement, which Chrysler denied. Please do not fall into this mess.
$80,000 hunk of junk. They got you, triple OG. They got you, old school. They got you, my boy. But I'm here. I'm going to put the story out there for you. You paid $80,000 for that garbage. $80,000 for a Hurricane motor is disgusting work. That is nasty, if you want to call it nasty. A RHO type of motor, super high output, inline six, $80,000. Ram 1500. Why is a Ram 1500 costing $80,000 if it does not have TRX on it? Why, in God's name, would you say $80,000 for that type of truck? So after all of that $80,000, you probably paid about $87,000, $89,000 for a Ram 1500. And it was a lemon. I like lemonade. I do. But I do not want my vehicle to be a lemon. They put him in the STAR program. STAR program probably means straight trash about the rust. I made that up. That's allegedly what the STAR program means. Straight trash about the rust. They threw his truck in that program, meaning We're going to keep trying to fix it because we don't want to give you your money back. We're going to keep on trying to fix this thing until we can't fix it. And then we still going to try to give it back to you because we don't want to give you your money back. Allegedly. I got to say allegedly because you never know who could be watching. Tim could be watching this. Tim, I don't give a damn. I'm going to expose your ass. Well, yeah. Listen here. Tim ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm just playing with you, Tim. But what I'm saying is, for you to pay $80,000, man, I remember back in the day, $80,000 can get you a nice home. I'm talking about way back in the day, not in 2025. I'm talking about like 1990. That can get you a nice home. Now, I was a little kid in 1990. I was only like 6, 5 or something like that. I don't know. I was young, but I'm just saying back in the day, $80,000 could get you something real nice. $80,000 today is a luxury vehicle. I don't know about you, but Ram is not a luxury vehicle. Last I checked, a Ram truck is nothing about a Ram truck that is luxurious. I don't care if it's a TRX, a Tonkin, whatever they call it. It's a Ram truck. For $80,000, you could take your musty butt ass to Audi and get you a nice Audi. Go to Mercedes, get you a nice Mercedes. Go to Lexus and get you something that's going to last you 55 damn years for $80,000. Don't go get a Stellantis Ram. I'm sorry, Triple OG, you should have did your research. Triple OG, I respect my elders. You should have took your stinking ass to the internet, the intranata, and did some research, my boy. And you would have found out, don't you ever, and I mean ever, get a Stellantis truck with an inline 6 Hurricane motor. Hurricane means it's a lot of mess. It's about to be stirring up a lot of mess in there. That's why they call it a hurricane. Allegedly, a hurricane means it's a mess in there. And they got you. And I hate to see you going through this, Triple OG, because like I said, I respect my OGs. Listen, next time you got to do your research because they got you. They tricked you. They probably sent the finest little honey dip, little piece of candy up to sell you that truck. She probably was fine. I'm talking about, She probably was fine. And you couldn't help but to buy it. Now your wife, if she would have been there when you bought it, allegedly, you wouldn't have got that truck. See, that's why you went alone. I'm just making up a story now. This is my opinion. If you would have took your wife there with you that day that you went to the salesman or woman, they sent the finest thing out there and she sold you that hunk of junk, you should have took your wife with you. She would have told you, honey, are you a damn fool? But you didn't. Let's look at another regretter.
Incoming rant, this is your warning. I cannot be the only one with a 2025 Ram 1500 that is an absolute lemon.
Dookie.
The check engine light on and off since it was at 500 miles for misfiring codes. It has broken down on me twice. It's been in the shop 3 times. The last time that it was in the shop, it was there for 21 days. It had 3 faulty fuel injectors replaced, and they still couldn't fix it. They still couldn't stop it from misfiring. Ram Engineering basically told them that they didn't have a fix for it and to just give it back to me.
What?
So it gets stuck in the wrong gear. It doesn't shift. It doesn't respond when I press the accelerator. So if I'm making like a left turn into busy traffic, I am literally like doing the sign of the cross because there is a really good chance that I'm not going to make it. I've had several close calls. It is terrifying to have your gas pedal to the floor and have your truck literally just not moving.
What?
So what prompted this rage video that I'm recording right now is my backup camera is now blue screen. Thank God we only leased it and we didn't buy it. But the reason why we leased it and not buy a used truck was because we wanted a reliable family vehicle.
Clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our family vehicle. I drive my kids to school in this, and I need this truck to move furniture for my business. It's crucial. If I don't have this truck, I can't restore furniture. Ridiculous that I have this brand new truck with 6,000 miles on it, and I got to get in it every day and say a prayer that it's going to start. I cannot be the only person with this problem. I don't know. Maybe my good karma will spill over into this, and Ford or Chevy will see this video and feel bad for me and get me out of my lease.
They won't.
And make me like a Ford or a Chevy ambassador, please.
You stuck with
The
Stellantis,
reason why I
baby.
have this truck is because I couldn't afford a Ford.
You see what happens when you settle. You knew you should have went and got you a Ford, a Chevy, but you went and got a Dodge because you was being cheap. You was being cheap. And you know what happens when you go cheap? You get cheap results. Surprise! They got you. They sold you a pile of dookie. You know what dookie is. It's not the hard kind of doo-doo. Doo-doo hard. Dookie is soft and mushy. That's what they sold you. You thought you had something nice because they had the nice screen in. Yeah, it looked good on the outside too. I know. They got you. Luckily, you leased it. See, with a lease, they supposed to fix that for you because you're leasing it. At least you ain't stuck in it. Now, I would have left it there. I would have said, listen here. I ain't going to pay another dime on this damn lease until you get it fixed. And your leasing company would have said, huh? Wait, hold on now. Hold on now, sugar booger. What you mean you ain't going to pay another payment until it get fixed? And they would have been on that dealership like flies on dookie. Get it in there and get it fixed before you have to deal with us. And yes, baby girl, you looking like a clown. You looking like a she clown right now. But I don't think you made that decision. I think your man made the decision. So he's the one looking like a clown. Allegedly. I got to say allegedly because I don't know who made the purchase. But good thing you did buy is a lease. I'm pretty sure they're going to get tired of you making the rant videos, the crime videos, and they're going to get you in something that's more reliable. Will it be a Stellantis product? Absolutely. They probably going to put you in a Navigator. I mean, that's a Navigator. I meant to say a Lincoln. I meant to say, hold on now. I meant to say a Jeep Wagoneer, a.k.a. Navigator. You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to probably put you in something like that. They're going to get you up out of there. Just keep ranting, keep making the rant videos, and eventually they will get you out of that garbage, that doo-doo can rolling on wheels. They're going to get you out of there. But don't you ever, and I mean ever, get another Ram truck. Stay away from them. If it doesn't have TRX on it, don't you get in it. And oh man, well, you know they got the new Hemi coming out. The Hemi e-torque. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? A Hemi, yeah, if it didn't say e-torque after that, I'd get it. But when it say e-torque after that, I'm going to run away from it. And you should too. Run as fast as you can. You better Forrest Gump run from a Hemi e-torque. Oh man, the Hemi's back. Gotcha. They got you fools again. They keep getting you. You keep falling for these Stellantis antics. They called your boy Tim in, and when you seen Tim Koniskis, he got you. You do know Tim was okay with those high prices they was putting out there. You do know that, right? Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you. You do know Tim is okay with those high prices. He's okay with it. Allegedly. I'm saying allegedly, but if you look at the prices, it means he's okay with it, right? Now, this is allegedly. This is my opinion, but he don't seem to be complaining about those high prices. When is an e-torque worth $60,000? When is an inline six 1500 worth $60,000, $70,000? When? Those are $50,000 vehicles. 50,000. Last I checked, it's cheaper to build vehicles in 2025 than it was in 2024, 2023, allegedly. I gotta say allegedly because you know they're gonna say, well, you know it's a lot more. Listen, they making them with cheaper parts, so we know for sure they're cheaper to build. But they're not going to pass those savings on to you, are they? Absolutely not. And look at baby girl right here. She's struggling because they putting all these plastic parts, these non-reliable parts. They cutting corners and selling us garbage. And then they get mad at us when we complain, when we demand better products. We demand that they fix the junk that they sold us. They get mad at us. When did customer service go down the drain? When did customer service go down the toilet? I just want to know. Somebody tell me. Let's look at one more regretter because my heart is broken. And I'm tired of seeing all these people crying about these trucks that they purchased. Now, you got to be mad at yourself. You're pointing the finger at Stellantis. It's three. Look, these three fingers, they pointing back at your dumb ass. You can only be mad at yourself. But let's look at one more regretter before we slide on up out of here. One more. Let's go.
So apparently nobody's buying Ram trucks. Dealers are starting to feel the heat as sales declined in Q3 to their lowest volume in at least 6 years for that quarter, according to a report from Cox Automotive. But things don't get any better. In a report from CarEdge, Ram 1500 is currently the 8th slowest selling new vehicle with a current market day supply of 238 and an average transaction price of $60,765. Keep in mind that historically a 60 to 70 day supply has always been considered normal or like ideal. Ram 3500, that's ranked number 3 on the slowest selling list, 367 day supply with an average transaction price of $81,263. Coming in at number 1, the slowest selling vehicle on the list, according to CarEdge, Ram 2500 with a 460 day supply and an average transaction price of $88,679, which is just a little crazy when you think about it. So Ram is holding 3 of the top 10 slots.
In my opinion, the reason they ain't selling because they too expensive. $60,000 and up for 1,500, going all the way up to the 80s for 3,500. The 3,500 you can get your money back because you can use that as a work truck. But the 1,500, come on, man, $60,000. Where is the cheap, affordable truck? I'm talking about the bare bones truck. No power windows, no power nothing, no power locks. This just regular old truck, a regular old truck that everybody can afford. Where is that truck at? Where? Well, you get a midsize. Midsize trucks are running $45,000 to $50,000. Why in Sam Diggly Wigglies would I pay $40,000 to $50,000 for a mid-sized vehicle? That's insanity. It's insanity. So why are these companies not making the affordable truck? You know why? Because they want to force these trucks that they got all these luxurious things in it because they make more money off of those type of vehicles. They make more money. They make more money off those type of vehicles. So they're going to keep pushing those type of vehicles down your throats. These vehicles are overpriced. And yes, the corporate guy's going to say, well, we can't afford to make those type of cars anymore. You'll never see a $40,000 truck again. Of course you won't. Because we already showed you we'll pay $55,000, $60,000. You'll never go back to those type of prices. Of course. Why would you? We already told you that we're willing to overpay for these vehicles. So of course you'll never give us those again. Come on now. It's not take rocket science to figure that out. But you could, if you really loved your customers, you would. But you care about money. They care about money. Don't you think when you go to your salesman, he's your friend? He's not your friend. He don't give a good goddamn about you. Dodge don't care about you. Ram don't care about you. Jeep don't care about you. Chrysler don't care about you. Ford, Chevy, so on and so on. None of them care about you. They care about your money. That's all they care about. The bottom dollar, the profit. They making billions and billions of dollars of profit. When they stop making that type of profit, then they'll care about you. Only way you can show them that you mad is we need to stop going to buy the cars. We need to buy used. Once you stop buying it, they will start acting right. They will. They'll act right because you're forcing them to. Your money is what talks. They don't care about you. They care about that green paper. Stellantis has ruined Ram, in my opinion. Ram is horrible now. But Tlites, you had a TRX. I did. That I did. But that was before Stellantis. Stellantis came along for the ride as those type of vehicles were out. And you know what Stellantis did? They started overcharging for those vehicles. You know, the TRX used to be like $60,000 brand new, $69,000. Durangos as well. All Hellcats were extra cheap. $55,000, $60,000 for a Hellcats. But when Stellantis got their hands on it, you can go look at it. The numbers skyrocketed. And they changed nothing. Maybe a few buttons here and there, but they didn't change the look of it. They didn't change the interior. They didn't change anything. But they kept upping the price. Make it make sense. If you're making them with the same things, how is the price going up 25 to 35%? You see what I'm getting at? Do your research, y'all. Get you a cash car, cash truck. There's no need to be buying these new vehicles. What is it? They can no longer do anything super special with these vehicles. Listen to me when I talk, because I'm about to put some knowledge on your head. What can they do new for their vehicle? Heated seats have already been here for years. Oh, it's got a nice infotainment. It's been here for years. Big infotainment. All they doing is making them bigger. It's doing the same thing as the little one was doing. And nowadays you can go get an aftermarket screen for half the price, if not even less. So what are they doing that's innovative? Heating steering wheels, been here forever. You can buy one of those. It's nothing special on these vehicles anymore. Only thing they can do is change the look. And nowadays they're looking so good that the looks are pretty much timeless. You can have a 2022 and 2030 and it's still gonna look good. So it's really nothing that they can do that's special for these vehicles no more. Nothing. Oh, they can fly, they can drive themselves. Been around for quite some time. There's really nothing they can do. Did I just not prove to you? It's nothing that they can do to these vehicles anything right now. What only thing they can do now is drop the prices so we can afford them. Because it's nothing new. You can go get a used car, and if you don't like the screen, you can go get you an aftermarket screen that looks just like the newer model. And then everything else is cool. Seats is going to be seats, right? Steering wheel is a steering wheel, right? You really just want the nice screen if you really want to look at it. If you really want to think about it, you really just want the nice screen. You could always buy nice wheels. You can always buy extra add-ons for your car. So really all you want is the screen. You get what I'm saying? But with that being said, I'm about to slide on up out of here. Hopefully you enjoyed this video about the Ram trucks and why people say don't get one. And I can agree. I wouldn't buy a new one. If I was going to buy a new truck, if you want me to be all the way honest, if I was going to buy a brand new spanking truck, I would get I don't know. Tell you the truth, I probably wouldn't get any of them if you really want to think about it. But if I was forced to buy a brand new one, I would probably go with a GMC. I would go with a GMC 3500, 2500, something like that. You know, they got great diesel motors over there. I wouldn't get any V8 from a Chevy or a GM. I wouldn't do that because the lifters are having major problems with those motors. A lot of things are going crazy on those motors. But as far as diesel trucks, I'm going to go with the Chevy or the GM. Because I would go diesel if I was going to buy a new truck. I'm just going to go straight diesel. But with that being said, y'all stay blessed up. And if you like these videos, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I know, I'm a little much for some people. But I just like to crack jokes. I like to be funny. I like to bring light to things. I like to make people happy. I don't want nobody being all sad. You know, it's enough crazy stuff going on in the world for you to be all angry. I just want to make you a little happy. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me give you some positivity. Life is never going to be fair. It's too many people on this earth for it to be fair. It's too many demons on this earth for it to be fair. You got to do what you got to do out here, y'all. Don't be spending your money on dumb things. Says the guy that I spent. Hey, I'm going to hold my feet to the fire. I buy a lot of dumb stuff. I do. And I've been calming down on that because I almost bought $7,000 worth of modifications on my Kia Stinger. I decided not to. I'm going to go budget on this bad boy. I'm going to make this a budget build. I'm going to show you that you can go make a budget build car look just as good as an overpriced built car. I'm going to show you because I can do it. And I'm going to show you how to do it. But, yeah, let's stop spending our money on dumb things. Let's spend time with our family. Let's embrace life. We're not here long enough to not. We're not on this ball of dirt for long enough to not enjoy it. Stop being all mad all the time. You chose the job that you're working at. Enjoy it because you chose it. Make the best out of it. Don't cry all the time. You're with the person that you're with because you chose to be with them. If you don't want to be with them, leave. Save yourself some heartache and pain. Why be with somebody for 20 years if you're not happy? So you're going to waste 20 years of your life being unhappy with somebody that you could simply leave today. You could quit that job. You can give back that car. You can save money. It's your choice is what I'm saying. Make better choices. I love y'all. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay safe. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you have any type of ideas for me, you want to see me do it, hit me up in the comments because I'd like to say, meet me in the comments because I will have my stinking ass there. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay safe. And there will be a police chase coming too. You know I got to do it. I love y'all. Peace.